This is Nightline. Tonight, unthinkable crime. The mother on trial for killing her 3 children.
She did so with no hesitation, with deliberate premeditation, and extreme atrocity and cruelty.
Inside the courtroom where emotions were running high, why her attorney says it wasn't murder.
She loves her children.
And what her ex-husband said today in court about the day of the killings. Plus, Tanmaxxing, the new social media trend where young people soak up the strongest UV rays possible, despite the risk.
When the UV index is the highest, I'll go out and make sure I can lay out fully without interruption.
What's driving some Gen Zers to leave the SPF at home?
Are you worried about any dangers from being exposed to the sun?
And ushered off stage, the uncomfortable mid-show moments between the singer and a fan.
I don't think she want to be on the stage.
What she said about it just today. From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, the trial sparking debate across the country, now underway. Former nurse and mother of 3, Linsey Clancy, accused of murdering her own children. Her attorney says she was suffering from postpartum psychosis and that her doctors failed her. The prosecution says she knew exactly what she was doing. But we want to warn you, some might find parts of this story disturbing. A mother accused of the unimaginable.
The defendant has been charged in 3 counts of murder.
One by one, she wrapped exercise bands around each one of the kids' necks and pulled until their little bodies were limp and lifeless.
Former labor and delivery nurse Linsey Clancy pleading not guilty to first-degree murder, charges in connection to killing her 3 young children in their Massachusetts home.
She did so with no hesitation, with deliberate premeditation, and extreme atrocity and cruelty.
During dramatic opening statements today, Linsey's attorney arguing that she's not to blame for this horrific crime, but a rare medical condition, postpartum psychosis, caused her to kill her children, which she admits to doing.
These children were loved and nurtured and cared for by her. She didn't want to get rid of her kids because of her selfish life, as the government indicates. She loved those children right up to the time of their death.
But prosecutors point to something more sinister and planned, claiming she sent her husband to pick up dinner and run some errands so she could carry out the murders.
The defendant knows that it's about 5 miles from their house to get to the restaurant. She knows approximately how much time she has for him to go there and come back. She then takes the children down into the basement.
Now the question's raised, what happened before and during those 54 minutes as Linsey was left alone with her children on that fateful day?
Did she tell you she was having thoughts of harming the kids?
No.
Did she ask for help or anything that caused concern?
No, she's having one of her best days.
The prosecution's first star witness, her now ex-husband, Patrick Clancy, detailing months of worrying behavior exhibited by Linsey.
How many times did she tell you this, that she had thoughts of harming the kids?
A couple times.
And was that a couple times over the course of a night or 2 in December?
Yeah.
Was this cold, calculated murder or a case of severe postpartum mental illness left untreated?
This is a woman who did nothing in her life but dedicate her life to helping people and be a good person and a good nurse and a great mother. And as time went on, looking like anyone else would, please help me. That's what it's all about. Give me help.
It is extremely difficult to prove that a person is not guilty based on a lack of criminal intent, or as other states might call it, insanity. Because you have to show that a person can understand what their actions are, but not that it is criminal.
The case fueling a national conversation about the emotional and psychological effects of childbirth.
Postpartum psychosis is truly a psychiatric emergency. It does require hospitalization, and this is for the safety of both the mom and baby and other children that may be in the house.
On January 24th, 2023, a nightmare unfolded behind these closed doors. Prosecutors alleging Linsey intentionally sent her then-husband Patrick away to grab takeout for dinner and medicine for their daughter. When he left, that was when she allegedly executed her plan.
First responders subsequently located 3 children in the homes under the age of 5, unconscious with obvious signs of severe trauma.
Linsey allegedly strangling all 3 of her children with exercise bands, uttering, "Go to God, baby."
She goes to the second floor master bedroom, locks the door, crushes up some pills, and attempts to take her own life.
Prosecutors say she then used a knife to cut her wrists and neck and then threw herself out the second floor window, leaving her partially paralyzed.
When Patrick Clancy arrived back home, he saw his injured wife, and he immediately called 911. When he assessed her injuries, he quickly asked, "Where are the children?" And it's upon going downstairs into his home and seeing those exercise bands still wrapped around his children's neck that you can hear him on a 911 call saying his children are killed.
Her husband Patrick now remarried, but months after the shocking incident, breaking his silence in a statement, asking family, friends, and the public to forgive his wife, describing his marriage with Linsey as wonderful and diametrically grew stronger as her condition rapidly worsened. Patrick adding, "The real Linsey was generously loving and caring towards everyone, me, our kids, family, friends, and her patients." Linsey also alleges that she had asked for help repeatedly. In a separate civil malpractice lawsuit, she alleges her postpartum depression was improperly treated by multiple medical providers, citing she went to emergency rooms, she called crisis hotlines, she admitted herself to hospitals, she took the medications prescribed to her, she communicated her worsening symptoms to her providers, she told them the medications were making her worse, and still the medical system failed her completely. According to the same court document, in the days leading up to the killings, Linsey was still experiencing debilitating depression, and that the hallucinations continued. You should harm the children. You should kill yourself. Because Linsey was having such awful thoughts and was so numb and emotionless, she researched what is a psychopath to see if she was one and whether there was a cure. She says on the day she killed her children, her actions were compelled by a hallucinatory voice, not a conscious decision. Her lawyer today arguing that all the medication she took drove her to commit the unthinkable.
One of the things that you don't do, which is taboo, is if you have somebody that's bipolar, you don't put them on an antidepressant, you don't put them on Zoloft, you don't put them on what's called an SSRI, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. It messes with your brain. You don't do that, but it was done in this case.
Postpartum psychosis is very, very uncommon. It is a very rare condition. It happens in about 1 to 2 out of 1,000 births. The person who's experiencing it may not be able to identify that something's wrong because postpartum psychosis is really a departure from reality. Symptoms that you can look out for certainly include insomnia, certainly include mood swings, irritability, obvious hallucinations and delusions, bizarre behavior, and just really the person behaving and acting in a way that is totally atypical from their normal baseline.
If detected early and given the right support and treatment, experts say most patients with postpartum psychosis can recover.
It's not something that should be hidden, or if you're concerned about it, that should be ignored at all, because it is definitely a very treatable condition.
Back in the Massachusetts courtroom.
This is a woman that did not get the medication, did not get the medical treatment that she so deserved. This is a woman that was suffering from psychosis at the time that she went down to that basement. She had no motive. She loved her children. She intended to kill herself.
Prosecutors showing the court some of the pills Linsey was prescribed.
30 pills prescribed, and no pills were taken out of this bottle. Were you aware of that?
I wasn't keeping track of the number of pills taken out of each bottle. Okay. So.
The trazodone, prescribed on November 16th, 2022. Were you aware that only 7.5 pills were taken out of this prescription?
No.
So there were a lot of pills prescribed, but not a lot of pills taken, correct?
The trial is expected to last 6 to 8 weeks. And please know that if you or a loved one are struggling with thoughts of self-harm or other mental health crises, reach out to the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by dialing or texting 988. We will, of course, continue to follow this case as it proceeds. And when we come back, Tanmaxxing. What's behind the new social media trend that has young people soaking up the UVs and ditching the SPF?
I always check the UV and try and go out when it's the highest.
Welcome back. It's the middle of summer, which for many Americans means beaches, vacations, and lots of fun in the sun. But an emerging social media trend, Tanmaxxing, is encouraging young people to get as dark of a tan as possible at any cost, despite the risks. Here's Nightline's Usher'ed Singh.
Tanning is my favorite thing to do.
Let's talk tanning products, because everyone is always asking me, how do I get so tan so fast?
For Jaden Nazar, tanning is more than just a hobby.
Being tan makes me feel like myself. I feel better. My skin loves me more. I wear makeup better. I feel better. I feel skinnier when I'm tanning.
You feel skinnier when you're tan?
Yes, when I'm tan.
Interesting.
Absolutely. That's the real thing.
The 28-year-old plans her whole day around getting peak sun exposure.
In the morning, I'll check the UV index. So I'll usually plan my day to get a lot of work done in the morning. So when I have like the free time later is usually like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, when the UV index is the highest.
Jaden considers herself part of an emerging trend on social media, Tanmaxxing.
What the heck is Tanmaxxing?
Well, if you can glance at my skin, it's a lifestyle.
This is my tanning routine.
Many tracking the UV index.
I always check the UV and try and go out when it's the highest. This is the tan that I started with.
And showing off their drastic tan lines.
Tan lines are back in. It shows you where you started and where you are now.
Okay.
It's like, look, I have proof of my work. I've put in work for this.
Others sharing routines that they use to get as dark as possible.
Here I am, Tanmaxxing.
All while the medical community is raising concerns.
Tanmaxxing is the trend of the summer, especially for Gen Z. It is very deeply, deeply concerning to me. There is no such thing as a safe or healthy tan.
From social media to pop culture, tanning, the ever-popular summer activity, a focal point of many shows like Jersey Shore.
So how do you get the best results? GTL, baby. Gym Tan Laundry. Because if everything's put together and you feel great, you look great, awesome night.
And even TLC's Gypsy Sisters, where the women are seen covering themselves in butter to tan quicker.
Is that real butter? Hell yeah, that's butter. Butter is better.
Celebs like Kylie Jenner even sharing the impact a spray tan has had on her on Jake Shane's podcast, Therapus.
Sometimes I think I'm depressed, and then I get a spray tan, and I'm like, I was just pale.
Yeah.
I love using this almond oil. It's just a body oil that I like to use after the shower as well, not only when I'm tanning. And this just makes my skin feel so moisturized and dewy and shiny and glowy. After the body oil, I like to go in with the Vaseline Golden Hour Glow.
How many times a day do you actually end up laying out?
Before lunch, after lunch, maybe like 3 times I'll come in and out of the house.
3 times a day, and then how long will you be laying out for?
An hour.
Are you worried about any dangers from being exposed to the sun? Like, you're out there a lot and you are not protecting yourself, right?
With everything in life, I think there's always a danger.
Sure.
Like, God forbid, skin cancer, of course, I know. I do wear sunblock on my face, it's just not on my body.
Why stop at your face?
I think because there's no repercussions for me.
Okay, beyond your face.
I don't burn, so if I burn, I probably would wear sunscreen.
But doctors say just because skin isn't burning doesn't mean it isn't being harmed by the UV rays.
So people think that if they're not burning, then they're okay. But there's no such thing as a healthy tan. And it increases your risk not only for skin cancer, but for accelerated aging. Wearing sunscreen on your face, neck, chest, tops of your hands, and all of your body is absolutely essential to protect your skin.
Dr. Whitney Bowe is a board-certified dermatologist and mom to a teenage daughter.
I'm living this real time in my house as well as in my office. Not only are younger people using less sunscreen and sun protection, they're using things that they think accelerate the tanning process. And that can be tanning oils that have an SPF of 0.
Dr. Bowe is so passionate about educating people on the sun. She launched a YouTube miniseries with her daughter about it.
To put the biggest sun myths to the test.
Sunscreen isn't guesswork, it's science!
What are the warnings that you would like to give them as far as the potential long-term effects that they stand to face?
UV rays, ultraviolet rays from the sun, are considered a group 1 carcinogen. That is the same as cigarette smoke. And skin cancer isn't just for old people. Like, actually, melanoma is one of the top skin cancers among young adults, and it is also the most deadly. So absolutely, when it comes to protecting your skin, there's ways of giving yourself a healthy glow. Self-tanners, they have come so far. They're a much safer option.
As for Jaden, she says she doesn't plan on changing her tanning routine, but our talk about sunscreen has her thinking.
Why don't you wear it?
Maybe you're changing my mind. Maybe I will wear it on my body now.
In the meantime, she says she's holding on to what she says Tanmaxxing gives her.
It gets me out of the house. It gets me with my friends. It's a social gathering. It's an environment. I feel better being tan, and I need to put in work to be that way. I want to always feel good, like my best self.
Our thanks to Oshin. When we come back, after Usher invited a fan on stage, why did he wave her off? What she said just hours ago. And finally tonight, a moment during an Usher concert going viral and sparking controversy. The singer asking fan Gabrielle Cheyenne to the stage in Nashville. But when Usher leaned in, Gabrielle looked uncomfortable, stalling out that flirty interlude.
I don't think she want to be on the stage, huh?
The star waving her off stage, igniting online debate, with some questioning why she accepted the invitation. Gabrielle posting this video response today.
And this has been blown way out of proportion. It was never supposed to be this big. I got on stage with Usher.
And that's Nightline. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.